Today's session is a ladder flow. That means that with every sun salutation we do in the standing part, we'll add another pose. And I think by the end we've got like 4 or 5 poses in there, working our legs quite hard, so be prepared for that. For the seated part, you might want a block or like this, a nice thick book, which is the perfect substitute if you don't have a block. As always, if you have any pain, then come out of the pose. If there's anything that you don't want to do because you find it uncomfortable, then don't do it. This is your yoga practice. I'm just giving you ideas for what kind of poses to do. It's about an hour 10, a little bit shorter, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It should be fun. And we're going to start lying on the floor with our feet on the ground, our knees bent, and you can either have your hands on your belly, on your chest, or beside you. And oh, my little ponytail is in the way. Yeah, just release. Maybe have a sigh out as you connect to the ground. Bring your back in contact with your mat and arrive in this moment, arrive on your mat. Don't try not to think of anything that has come before, anything that's coming after. And feel where you connect to the floor, the ground, the earth. Grounding yourself, feeling the soles of your feet on the floor, your toes on the floor, your back, your bum on the ground, your upper back, your shoulders, your upper arms, maybe your lower arms and palms. If they're on the ground, if they're on your belly, they're not. The back of your head. And just feel how the ground is carrying you, supporting you, holding you. And as we breathe, we inhale and we feel our body expand. And as we exhale, we feel your body grow soft. Softening, sinking into the ground further. Let's stay here for a few breaths, feeling how the air comes into your body through the nostrils, the cold air flowing in, and the exhale, how your body goes softer even more, sinking into the ground. Focusing on that exhale and how it feels. Staying here for a couple of breaths in silence. Starting to deepen your breath. Inhale more deeply, feeling your body expand, maybe grow a little bit taller. And exhale, feeling your belly move in, your body sink. Inhale fully, exhale completely. One more breath, inhale, and exhale. And at the end of the exhale, you can blink your eyes open. We're going to do a mobilization lying on our backs. So we're going to we lift the right foot off the ground. We're going to see if we can hug our right knee into our body. Maybe bringing our hands around our shins, or on our knees. If your hand is on your knee, then be very gentle. Maybe bring your forearm around your shin a little bit. Really pulling your knee in as much as you like, as much as feels good. Pulling it towards your armpit. One more breath here. And exhale, let go of your hold and place your right foot next to your left foot. Same thing other side, lifting the left foot off the ground. Bring your left knee into your body, thigh towards your abdomen. Either holding on your knee very gently, on your shin, or maybe bringing a little bit of your forearm around your shin, pulling your knee into your body a little bit more. Waking up our hips here. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, we're letting go of that grip, placing the foot down. We're going to do a reclining pigeon. So for that, we're lifting our right knee up again, bringing the right foot across our left thigh, so that we've got this figure 4 in our legs. And you can either stay here, if that's enough for you, or if you want, lifting that left foot off the ground, again, you could stay here, not holding your leg. If you want, you can go through that with the right hand go through the hole that's between your legs, left hand alongside your left, the outside of the left leg, and hold the arm behind your thigh. And let's just stay here. Still early, there should be plenty for a stretch if you're holding behind your thigh. And staying here for another 2 breaths. Stretching our glutes. I'm sure we're all feeling that. And inhale. Exhale, let's let go of that grip, placing the left foot down, releasing the right foot, bringing it next to the left foot, and same thing other side. So lifting the left foot off the ground, placing the left foot just across your right thigh, either staying here or lifting your right foot off the ground now, or if you want a little bit more, grab your thigh, hold your hands behind your thigh, stretching your glutes here. If you want a bit more, you can pull your leg closer to you, but as I said, we're just gently mobilizing. Inhale and exhale, we're letting go, placing that right foot down, releasing the left foot. We're going to go into a very gentle bridge here, and we're going to go up on the exhale and down on the, up on the inhale, down on the exhale. So have your arms either side, and we'll do 3 of those. Arms either side of your body, palms onto the ground. And inhale, let's tuck our pelvis, lifting our back off the ground. Inhale, and exhale, gently coming down, upper back first, middle back, lower back, pelvis. 1 breath here, on the floor, inhaling, exhaling. Next inhale, we're tucking our pelvis, lifting the lower back, middle back, upper back, coming up. And exhale, we're rolling down like a pearl necklace, upper back, middle back, lower back, pelvis comes down. Staying down here for another breath. Inhale, exhale. With the next inhale, we're tucking our pelvis, lifting up. Lovely, everyone. Inhale and exhale, we're coming down again, activating our glutes here again, waking up our spine. Next, we're going to hug big both our knees into our chest, hugging both our knees in. Breathing here for 1, for 2, and 3. And now we're going to come up to seated, and you can either drop your knees to the side and come up like that, or if you want to massage your back a little bit, you can bring your hands behind your knees, the knee crease, and see if you can rock up and down. Lovely. Bit playful, and coming up to seated. Great. Okay, 1 second, just putting my hair into a ponytail. Okay, there we go. Cool. All right. From here, we're going to come into tabletop. And we're going to mobilize our back through cat-cow. So we're going to inhale, we're arching our back, looking up. Exhale, we're pushing the ground away. Shoulders, hands should be shoulder width apart, knees should be hip width apart. Inhale, we're coming back into our cow, arching the back, shoulder blades are coming together, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, we're pushing the ground away. Strong arms, shoulder blades are pulling apart, tucking in that pelvis again, looking towards the belly button. Inhale, arching the spine, really arching it, bum to the ceiling, maybe bending those elbows a little bit if that feels good, looking great. Exhale, we're pushing the ground away, really rounding your back like a C, tucking the chin to the chest, looking to the belly. Inhale, cow, looking up. Exhale, cat, pushing away. One more of each. Inhale, we're coming into our cow. And exhale, coming into the angry cat. And at the end of that exhale, we're releasing and we're coming into a neutral spine. Lovely. We're going to tuck our toes, and we're going to gently, we're lifting the knees up first, and we're gently pushing into our first downward dog. In our downward dog, our hands remain shoulder width apart, middle fingers pointing forward, feet are hip width apart, toes pointing forward. Our shoulder blades are still pulling apart a little bit, similar to our cat. Shoulders away from the ears, a nice flat back. If that means to bend our knees, that's totally fine. It's very early on. Our calves are probably still a bit sore. And we want to aim our heels towards the ground. No need to touch the ground with your heels. And if you want just to wake your calves and hamstrings up a little bit more, you can walk your dog here. Just bring one heel closer to the ground, bending that opposite knee. And as you straighten the one knee, you bend the other. And that straightened leg, maybe the heel comes closer to the ground. And do that as fast or as slow as you like. Maybe you hear your joints clicking, that's fine. And then coming into stillness for one moment. Breathing here, feeling our downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, feeling how this pose feels. It's not about how it looks. Your drishti, the place that you look, your gaze goes towards your big toes. And now looking at your toes, walk your feet forward with baby steps. Walking forward, feet behind our hands, about foot length or hand length behind your hands. Let's just hang here, straightening, stretching our hamstrings, the back of our legs. Lovely. Just hanging here, releasing any tension in our necks. Maybe let's nod yes a few times, shake our head no a few times. Just releasing our neck, maybe moving our shoulders a little bit, moving them up and down. And if you want, you can start to sway from side to side. Lovely. See how far behind your heels you can bring your fingers. Stretching our hips a little bit as we do that. And next time when you're in center, let's stop there. Let's really bend our knees like crazy so that our abdomen, our ribs are in contact with our thighs, chin to chest, and let's gently roll up here. The chin is the last thing to lift. Coming up. Lovely, fantastic. Let's have a little full body stretch here. So we're standing with our feet hip width apart, nice firm grounding. Inhale, let's raise our arms up, and maybe it's grab one arm, let's grab the Left wrist with the right hand, stretching up, and then we can stretch to the side, pulling to the right side, making a little banana shape, looking great. Inhale, exhale, with the next inhale we're coming up. And we're now going to grab the right wrist with the left hand. Inhale, we stretch, and exhale, we go over. Feeling that stretch in the left and the right side now. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, we're coming up. Letting go, rolling our shoulders, and let's come to the front of our mats. Let's get moving. Okay, we're coming fast into Tadasana, mountain pose. So for that, as always, where you can either have your feet touching or hip width apart, whatever feels better to you. Sorry, I know I'm a bit of just more of a shadow right now against the window. Sorry about that. And if you want, you can lift all your toes off the ground and then lower them one at a time, starting with the little toe, fourth toe, middle toe, second toe, and big toe, so that we might see a little bit of mat between our toes. Lifting our heels and placing them down if that feels good to you. We're engaging our pelvis, engaging our abdomen, nice strong middle. Inhale, rolling the shoulders up, back and down, shoulder blades together a little bit, opening the chest and bringing our palms to face forward. Tucking the chin a tiny bit, nice flat back of the neck, and we're looking forward. If you want to close your eyes for one breath. Inhale, exhale, again feeling that grounding, feeling your feet being firmly grounded. Okay, opening the eyes, and with the inhale we're raising our arms. Exhale, we're folding down, full forward fold, bending the knees, forehead towards the shins. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins, looking down. Exhale, hands down, stepping back with the right foot, followed by the left foot into plank. Inhale, exhale, we're coming down, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, sliding forward into cobra, untucking the toes, elbows into the body, shoulders down. Exhale, we're tucking the toes and pushing into downward dog. Here, as we come into our downward dog, maybe stepping our feet a bit closer to our hands, if it feels like a very long downward dog. And reminding us what we've just done earlier, how we set up our downward dog. Pressing into the whole palm here, so that we're protecting our wrists, looking towards the feet, flat back. The next inhale, we're stepping that right foot in between the hands, followed by the left foot on the exhale. Inhale, hands to shins, half forward fold, nice flat back here. Exhale, hands down, folding down, full forward fold, Utkatasana. Inhale, let's come up, engaging our core, hands together overhead, and exhale, hands into heart center. Going to do one more of these on the other side, and then we start adding. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, let's fold down, full forward fold, hands either side of the feet. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins. Exhale, hands down. We're stepping back with the left foot, followed by the right foot. Inhale, exhale, knees down, chest down, chin down, or if you want to do chaturanga like we did last time, you can do that. Inhale, slide forward, cobra, or up dog if you did chaturanga. And exhale, we're pushing into down dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, with an inhale, maybe pushing into the hands. Exhale, maybe thinking of sinking your chest closer to the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melting into this pose. Inhale, we're stepping forward with the left foot in between the hands, followed by the right foot on the exhale. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, hands down, and we're folding down, full forward fold. Inhale, coming up, flat back. Exhale, hands into heart center. Lovely. Okay, let's get going. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, coming up into a half forward fold. If you want, you can keep your fingertips on the ground. Exhale, stepping back with the right foot, and we're staying here in the slow lunge. And if you want, you can have your hands either side of your front foot, or you could try to maybe touch opposite elbows through your arms. So bringing your arms to touch under your thigh. Lovely. Really working that leg. 2 more breaths here. Looking towards your big toe, your left big toe. Okay, we're placing our hands, we're grabbing your arms, again, either side of the front foot, and we're stepping back with the left into plank. Inhale and exhale, coming down, either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga if you want. Inhale if you came through chaturanga, coming into an upward dog, bending through our whole upper back as if you're curving around beach ball. Exhale, we're coming into our downward dog. Stepping our feet in again a little bit if we need to. Breathing here. Downward dog, supposedly an active resting pose, but while it is a tough pose, it gives us that time to reconnect with our breath. So if were breathing through your mouth at any point in down dog, it's a moment to connect back with your breath. And with the next inhale, we're stepping that right foot in between our hands, followed by the left foot. On the exhale, inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins or fingertips to mat. Exhale, full forward fold, Uttanasana, forehead towards shins, pushing the mat forward a little bit maybe, so that our legs straighten a tiny bit more. Inhale, engaging the core as we come up. And exhale, hands into heart center. Lovely, everyone. Great, next one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're folding down. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, stepping back with the left foot. And we're staying here in our low lunge for a moment. Again, if you want, you can grab your elbows under your arms under your thigh, under your right thigh. Looking towards the front big toe. Placing those hands either side of your front foot. If you let go, we're stepping back. Inhale, exhale, coming down whichever way you want. Inhale, pushing through into your back bend, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, pushing back. Coming into this pose, coming into a down dog. Inhaling here. Exhaling. Right, with the next inhale, we're stepping our left foot in between our hands, followed by the right on the exhale. Inhale, half forward fold, flat back, engaging the back of the legs. Exhale, full forward fold, folding down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands into heart center. We're adding, bending our knees into our chair. So we're bending our knees. So if we're sitting on an imaginary chair, what we don't want to do here is have this duck bum that we're really pushing our bottom up. This is obviously way exaggerated, but we want to have a nice flat back. That might mean that you have to come up a little bit. And you also want to be sure that you can see your big toes, so you can see your toes. So if you can't see your toes at all, you need to rock back a little bit. Great. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, exhale. Breathing here. Maybe seeing as we have been in this pose for a moment, maybe we can sink a little deeper in our seat, working our balance here as well. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we bring our arms overhead. Exhale, we're straightening those legs and we're folding down. Inhale, we're coming up. Exhale, we're stepping back with the right leg. We're staying in our low lunge for one breath. Inhale. Exhale, we're stepping back with the left foot into plank. Inhale, exhale, we're coming down whichever way we want. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, half chaturanga. Inhale, we're sliding forward into cobra. Elbows into the body, toes untucked, looking forward. Exhale, we're tucking the toes, we're coming into down dog. Staying here. Breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale, we're stepping forward with our right foot. Exhale, we're following with the left foot. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins or fingertips to mat. Exhale, we're folding down into a full forward fold. And now inhale, we're bending our knees here. We're coming straight into our chair pose. Either hands overhead or hands into heart center. Staying here for a couple of breaths. And again, just checking in with ourselves. Is our back arched, the lower back arched, or can we get it a bit flatter? Inhale, we're bringing our arms overhead. Amazing chairs, everyone. Exhale, we're folding down, full forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, we're stepping back with the left foot. Staying in our low lunge for a moment. And stepping back with the right foot. Inhale here. Exhale, we're coming down whichever way we want. Inhale, we're sliding forward into our gentle back bend, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, we're tucking the toes and we're pushing back. Inhale, we're stepping forward with the left foot. Exhale, we're following with the right foot. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold, hands either side of the feet. And inhale, we're bending those knees again. We're coming into our chair. Just for one breath. Inhale and exhale, we're straightening those legs and we're folding straight away. We're adding the third pose. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, hands down, we're stepping back with the right foot into our low lunge. Staying here for one breath. Inhale, exhale. With the inhale, we're lifting our hands off the ground. We're coming into a high lunge. Working our balance in this high lunge. Really well done, lovely lunges. In your lunge, imagine you're pulling back with the back heel, pushing that back. And have that back leg, back leg straight as well, not sinking into the knee if you can. If you find this too hard, you can come into bring the back knee down. No problem at all. Front knee is over the ankle. Hands either in heart center or above your head, whatever feels good. One more breath here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, hands either side of the front foot. We're stepping back with the left foot into a plank. Inhale, exhale, coming down whichever way feels good. Inhale, we're sliding forward into our back bend, cobra or upward facing dog, or the Utkatasana. Exhale, we're pushing into our down dog. Staying here for 3 breaths. Little break. Inhale, we're stepping forward with the right foot. Exhale, followed by the left foot. Inhale, half forward fold, whichever way we want, hands to shins, fingertips to mat. Exhale, full forward fold, coming down. Inhale, we're bending those knees, so we're coming up into a brief chair. Inhale, exhale, bend, straightening those knees and folding down. Same thing on the other side. Stepping back with the left foot now. Inhale, we're staying with a slow lunge for 1. Exhale, and inhale, we're coming up into our high lunge. Inhale, exhale. Again, arms either side of your ears or into the heart center, or even on your hips. As I said, if you wanted, you could bring your knee down. Breathing here, that back heel pulling back, knee strong, back leg strong. Fantastic lunges. Really strong, guys. I'm realizing we're really working our legs today. Inhale, one more breath here. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, hands down either side of the front foot, stepping that right foot back. Inhaling and plank. Exhale, coming down, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, half chaturanga. Inhale, sliding forward into a cobra or upward dog. Working that back. Exhale, pushing back. Stepping those feet in a little bit if you want, pushing the ground away. We're getting warmer. Maybe we can try and pull those heels tiniest bit closer to the ground. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, we're stepping forward with that left foot. Exhale, following with the right foot. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins, fingertips to mat. Exhale, full forward fold. You know what's coming. Inhale, we're bending our knees, coming into our chair for one brief moment. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, we're folding down. We're adding one more pose here. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins, fingertips to mat. Exhale, stepping back with our right foot, low lunge for one breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, we're coming up into a high lunge. Lovely. Inhale, exhale here. We're bringing the sole of the back foot down, making ourselves flat. We're coming into warrior two. Viabhadrasana 2. Staying here for a couple of breaths. Our next pose in the sequence. In your warrior 2, your body is flat. Your chest is flat along the long edge of your mat. Your shoulders, your arms are up. Shoulders are pulling down, but we don't want to pull our shoulders up to our ears. Front knee is bent, and make sure that your knee doesn't fall in. Check, you want to be able to see your toes as well, at least the big toe and the second toe. Your drishti, your focus point, your gaze goes towards your front middle finger. Lovely warriors, really strong warriors. Inhale, exhale, one more breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, we're cartwheeling our hands down either side of that front foot, and exhale, stepping that foot back, coming into our plank. Inhale, exhale, we're coming down whichever way we want, and inhale, sliding into our back bend. Exhale, we're pushing back, stepping in. If at any point you want to do a little child's pose, a brief child's pose for a few breaths, come into child's pose from your downward dog. Totally fine. Just relaxing there for 2 breaths. And then if you want child's pose, join us all back in downward dog now. Inhale, exhale, and with the next inhale, we're stepping the right foot in between the hands, followed by the left foot. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins or fingertips to mat. Exhale, full forward fold. Forward, bending the knees if you want. And inhale, now we're bending the knees a bit more, coming into our chair. Lovely chairs, everyone. Inhale and exhale, we're straightening the legs, we're folding down, full forward fold, again bending the knees a little if you want. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins. So hands down, we're stepping back with the left foot now, staying in our low lunge for 1 breath. Inhale, exhale. We're coming up, inhale into a high lunge. Inhale, exhale, and straight away bringing the sole of our back foot down and coming into our warrior 2. Front leg stays bent, knee over ankle, knee not falling in but pushing it out a little bit maybe. Arms at shoulder level, but shoulders not pulling up, but bringing them down. Our chest is flat and in line with the long edge of our mat, and we're looking towards our front middle finger. You want both your arms in line as well. You want them at shoulder level. And so it's more of a maybe look back at your back arm, if that's sort of in line with your shoulder, and your front arm to check yourself. Lovely warriors. Staying here for 2 more breaths. And with the next inhale and exhale, we're cartwheeling our hands either side of that front foot, stepping back with the right, coming into a plank. Inhale, plank, and exhale, coming down whichever way we want. Inhale, we're coming through our back bend, upward dog or cobra. And exhale, we're pushing back, stepping our feet in, into a downward dog. Breathing here. And with the next inhale, we're stepping our right foot forward, followed by the left on the exhale. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, hands out of front feet. And inhale, bending those knees, coming up. We're done with our sun salutations now. Stay here. Knees bend. Stay in our chair for another 3-4 breaths. Working our legs one more time. Maybe coming down a little bit lower if you want to try. Sitting deeper. One more breath. And inhale, let's straighten those legs. Shaking out our legs. Well done, everyone. Oh God, I'm sweaty. Okay, let's do our balance. So we sort of did in, to stick with the sort of theme of grounding ourselves a little bit from our warm-up, or from our starting relaxation, we're going to do tree, Utkatasana. So for tree, there's 3 options. We're going to first bring our feet together, lifting our toes off the ground again, spreading our toes wide in the air, and then lowering them one at a time. Little toe, 4th toe, middle toe, 2nd toe, big toe. Lifting our heels off the floor as well, placing them down. Nice firm grounding. Lovely. I'm loving the little heel lift, everyone. And now, we're starting with the right leg. So you can either bring your right toes on the floor with the heel just above the ankle. Lovely. That's actually a great one if you want to close your eyes for a moment here and feel how you wobble, because you think, oh, this is not much of a balance, but it really is. All right, opening our eyes if we close them. Or if you want to go further, you could bring the sole of your foot against your calf. If you want to go a little bit further still, maybe with the help of with your hand, bring your foot, the sole of your foot against your inner thigh. What you definitely don't want to do is put your foot against your knee, because your knee is a very gentle joint, obviously, and you don't want to put any pressure on it. Wherever we are, we can place our hands into heart center first and stand here for a moment, finding a focus point in front of you to look at. Staying for 2 more breaths. Or when you fall out. Okay, and when you're ready, we're going to place that right foot down and come out. Falling out of balance is half the fun. Shaking that left foot out, standing foot out. Bringing our feet together again and doing the same thing as we just did. So lifting all our toes up and then placing them down one at a time. Lifting our heels up, placing them down. And now again, same thing. So on the left side, bringing the left toes next to the right foot and the left heel just above our right ankle. Let's close our eyes here for 1 breath, just to feel how that might be a little bit wobbly. And realizing that this is not a lesser pose. It's not the full pose, but it is a great balance. Great. If you want to go a bit further, you could place your foot against your calf, the sole of your left foot, or with the help probably of your left hand. Oh dear God. Bring the sole of the left foot against the right inner thigh and standing here. Hands in heart center. If you prefer, you could also bring your arms up over you. That's challenging the balance a little bit more. Staying wherever we are, finding that focus point in front of us so that we're not wobbling too much. And staying here. 2 more breaths. And releasing. Lovely, shaking out the right foot now. And maybe, I don't know if you guys noticed that, or obviously everyone's different, but with balances, you kind of need to clear your mind. Because you have to be very focused, you have to be very still, figuratively and literally, to sort of stay in your balance. So when you balance, I think it's almost like it clears your mind a little bit. So that's quite a nice thing that can come from balances. Great. Okay, well let's come to the floor, but let's do it through one last vinyasa. So come to the front of our mats. And standing here in Utkatasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding down. That's very graceful, arms up, I love that. Inhale, half forward fold. It's like watching a ballet with you on the screen. Stepping back on the exhale, either foot is fine. Inhaling in plank and exhale as come down, whichever way feels good. Inhale, sliding forward. And exhale, pushing back into our down dog. Let's stay here for 3 breaths before we come down. The very last downward dog, let's enjoy it. And now bending our knees, placing our knees down. Just come through a quick child's pose. Brief child's pose here. Again, feeling grounded, feeling connected to the floor. Your shins on the floor. Your hands, maybe your forehead on the floor. Maybe your lower arms. Maybe your nose, who knows. Contact of your thighs to your abdomen, to your chest. Feeling the ground carry us here. The next inhale, let's bring our hands under our shoulders. And exhale, pushing up gently into kneeling. Lovely. I'm just going to bring the screen down. Maybe that changes the light a little bit. Because I realize that it's a bit not great against the window. Okay. Cool. Lovely. Well, we're going to bring our legs out in front of us. And we're going to come into a seated forward. Actually, we could have used the belt here. I forgot about this pose. But let's do it without a belt. That's actually a nice way to practice how to do this pose without a belt. So we're sitting in legs out in front of us, toes are flexed, pointing to the ceiling. We're sitting really nice and tall. So our shoulders and hips are sort of stacked on top of each other. You can bring your hands alongside your hips a little bit to help you sit tall. Sitting here. Let's sit here for 1 breath. Sitting really nice and tall, feeling already we're engaging our hips to sit like this, engaging our thighs, we're engaging our calves to bring our feet up like that, to flex our feet. Okay, and now we're going to fold forward, folding from the hip, hinging from the hip, staying flat. Lovely. And you can grab your calves, you can grab your ankles, you could grab your feet or your big toes. If you're finding this really uncomfortable, could bend your knees, bending your knees and doing the same thing. That might allow you to keep your back more flat. Perfect. Wherever we are, we're going to stay here for 5 breaths now. Feeling that stretch in our lower back, in the backs of our legs. Feeling our hips activate, pulling us down, our hip flexors working. And looking towards our big toes. Pulling the shoulders away from the ears. And with one inhale, let's look up. And exhale, let's slide up here. Let's bring our knees up and let's just hug our knees for a moment. Releasing the back, releasing the backs of the legs. And looking up. Lovely. We're going to have our knees fall out now and come into a cobbler pose. This. And again, as always, you can bring your feet as far away from your groin or as close to your groin as you can and as feels good. And this doesn't have anything to do with what you did last week or last month or what anyone else is doing. Do what feels good for you. You can grab your feet if you want, backs of the hands, backs of the fingers against the backs of the feet, and thumbs on the balls of the feet, opening them like pages of a book, or not if you don't want to do that. I just find that if you open the pages of the book, if you just look at my knees, when the soles of my feet are properly touching, and now I'm opening the pages like of a book, you see how my knees come a little bit closer to the ground. You're opening your hips. And let's sit up tall here. Just sitting straight, hips. It's like maybe you could shift a tiny bit forward to intensify that inner thigh and hip stretch here. And just sitting tall, breathing for another 3. Okay, inhale, let's rock back a little bit. We're going to go straight into a wide-legged forward fold. That is, what was that one called? Upavistha Konasana. The cobbler pose is Baddha Konasana, and this is Upavistha Konasana, so obviously related with the right legs. And again, this is where we're going to need our little block or book in my case. We can place that in front of us. And again, as Jenny said, bringing your legs as wide or as not so wide as is comfortable to you. So if you, some people are crazy, so I almost sit in splits. But if this is good for you today, then that's good for you today. Or even like that. It doesn't matter. It's not a competition, thank God. And what we want to do is we want to sort of, I think I've said this before, want to not properly flex our feet like crazy, because that really activates our calves and our legs, sort of like the backs of our legs here, like our like sort of around the inside of our knees is very far off the ground. And if we do point our toes like crazy, the same thing happens if you want to place your hands sort of just under your thighs but close to the knee. But if you do like a floint, sort of a halfway house, your legs get a little bit lower, the calf isn't as activated. So rather than super pointed or super flexed, a bit like Barbie feet, I've heard some yoga teachers say. So like you're wearing sort of a low heel. Obviously Jack is going to really have, like, be like, yeah, I know. Like every time I wear a low heel, I know exactly what my foot feels like. Maybe it does, don't know. Okay, let's just do our feet like that. And we can either just stay up here, you could place your hands behind your hips, or you can bring your hands in front of you, and here you could bring that block down and see, you could walk your hands out a little bit. If you have a block, you could bring that on that high setting as well, and just rest your elbows on the block or your forearms on that block. Obviously a lot harder if the block is down. Oh yeah, just relax here and feeling similar to what we've done in Baddha Konasana and cobbler pose, feeling that stretch on the inner thighs and feeling your hips move, feeling the ball of the thigh bone move in that hip socket. And really feeling how we're moving, how we're increasing that mobility there. And just staying wherever we can. Staying for 2 more breaths. We've been here for quite a while. And inhale, we're gently walking ourselves back up. Bring our legs together, removing that block or book or whatever we had. Bring them together, bring our knees up. Let's hug our knees one more time. And looking up. And we can do one more cobbler, and then let's do one more cobbler pose, and then one more of those wide-legged forward folds, because we're here. And I personally really enjoy doing poses twice in succession, or with the other poses in between, because you're a bit warmer, you've been there before, so you might be able to go a bit further. In cobbler, let's butterfly our knees now, just sort of do a little bit something different. Go as fast or as slow as you want. Imagine you're trying to take off your beautiful butterfly. Lovely. And now gently slowing down, coming to stillness, landing on a lovely flower, bringing our legs apart for our wide-legged forward fold, for our Upavistha Konasana. Again, if you want to bring your block in between your legs, go for it. And again, that halfway house between pointed or flexed, the floint. Bring your hands behind you or in front of you, or maybe walking your hands out and seeing if you can bring having a block there, relaxing here, or maybe bring it on the lower setting, and relaxing, but still trying to keep our backs flat, not rounding too much through the back. Looking really great, everyone, lovely. And looking just a little bit ahead of you at the ground, sort of maybe like a half a meter, a foot, something, so that our neck is nice and flat as well. 2 more breaths here. Okay, and with the next inhale, let's push into our hands, walking ourselves up, removing that block if we had it in front of us. Bring our legs together, knees in, hugging our knees. Lovely. Well done, everyone. Great. I'm going to do a little bit on our abs now, on our core, for a Navasana, what we did last week. So just again, reminding you of what Navasana can do. So you can either stay here, maybe tips of the toes on the ground. You could lift your legs, you could have your hands behind you or hold on to your legs. You could straighten your legs, you could let go of your legs like that. Okay, let's all do this together. Coming into whichever Navasana you're going to do today, and we're going to do 3 rounds of that. Strong core, everyone, great. 2 more breaths here. And bring the feet down, hugging ourselves for 1 moment. This pose works so many muscles. I can feel it. You can feel it in your hip flexors and your hips, in your back and your core. It's fantastic. Even the arms when you have them out. Next one. Coming again to wherever we are. And staying there for 3 breaths. And next inhale, let's come down, come out of this pose, hugging our knees. Inhale, let's look up, and 1 last time, coming to whichever Navasana we're doing now. Lovely. Last one, last big push. 3, 2, 1. And let go, hugging our knees. Wonderful. Let's leave our feet, so feet hip width apart, knees bent. Let's bring our hands behind us and gently come down. Come down to our backs. And we're going to do our reclining pigeon again from the warm-up. Maybe bringing our feet in a little bit if they're a bit too far away from our glutes. Going to raise our right foot off the ground, placing the right foot across the left thigh. Staying here if you want. You want to go a bit further, lifting the left foot off the floor, You can stay here, or you can go through that gap between the right thigh and the left thigh with the right hand, left hand on the outside, holding behind your thigh here. If you want to stay here, or if you want to go a bit further, you could grab around your shin this time. And staying here, pulling wherever you are, pulling your thigh, your left thigh, maybe a little bit into the body, feeling that stretch in the right glute. Mirroring our warm-up here in our reclining pigeon. Something familiar, we can relax. 2 more breaths. And the next inhale, let's release that grab around the left, lowering the left foot down, lowering the right foot down. Same thing on the side, so lifting the left foot, crossing that over, so the left foot is beyond the right thigh, staying here, or lifting our right foot up, staying here, or grabbing around the back of a thigh. And stay here if you want, or if you want to try, see if you can grip around your shin. Maybe pulling that right thigh into the body a little more. Wherever you are, you want to try and have a flat back and keep the back of your head in contact with the ground as well. Not rolling too much. If you have to round too much, maybe it's better to go back to the stage before and stay there. Staying here for another 4 breaths. And on the next inhale, let's let go of that grip around our right leg, placing the right foot down, releasing the left foot, placing that down. Let's bring both our knees into our chest, hugging our knees, just gently rocking from side to side, releasing that glute stretch. And then when we're back in center, placing our feet down again, feet hip width apart, and again a mirroring of our warm up. Push into our feet and we're coming into a bridge. Hands either side of the body. We're staying up in our bridge for 3 breaths. In our bridge, we're pushing our glutes up, hips towards the ceiling, chest to chin to really curve through the whole spine. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, inhale, and exhale, rolling through the spine like a pearl necklace, upper back, middle back, very gently, lower back and pelvis. Let's do 2 more of these, so we're doing another 3, similar to our warm-up. Inhale, exhale here, and inhale, we're lifting our glutes, we're pushing up here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Maybe if you want, grabbing your hands under your back, under your glutes. Bring the heels of your hands together, coming a little bit on your shoulders. Staying here for 2 more breaths. Pushing into the feet, pushing the ground away to get a bit more height, a bit more of a bend. And if you were holding your hands, let go and exhale, let's roll down. Excellent. If you want the last one, you could make a supported bridge if you've got your block. So bringing that block under your bum and lying there for a couple of breaths. Or let's do 1 more of the first bridges. So inhale, exhale here, and inhale, we're lifting our glutes. pushing up. Hands can stay by the side of your body or grab them if you want, whatever feels good. Pushing into the feet to lift yourself up a little bit more. Staying here, inhale, exhale. 2 more breaths wherever we are. And inhale, exhale, coming down. If you did a supported bridge with your block, let go of that block now, move it away. Let's bring our knees into our chest one more time, hugging ourselves, rocking from side to side. And we're going to come into a belly twist, so we're dropping our knees to the right, arms at shoulder level into a capital T, looking to the other side and trying to have both shoulder blades here in contact with the ground. Palms are facing up, and if you want, you can close your eyes. Inhale, we're lifting our legs off the floor. And exhale, we're dropping them to the other side, to the left side. Arms still at shoulder level, but maybe you have to move them a little bit because your body moved. Looking to the opposite side, to the right side. And closing the eyes if you want. Inhale, we're bringing our legs back into center. Let's give ourselves one more hug. And if you want, you could do a happy baby pose. Wide legs, holding your feet, holding your calves, your ankles, wherever we are, trying to pull our thighs closer to our body. But if you don't want to do this, go straight into your Shavasana. Okay, if you're in happy baby, letting go. And you can either come into Shavasana with your legs flat on the floor, feet falling out, feet hip width apart, or you could come into the same pose that we were in for our warm-ups, with your feet on the ground, knees bent, soles of the feet on the floor. A little bit more of an active resting pose, getting that grounding, that extra feeling of grounding, having the soles of your feet on the floor, whatever feels good to you right now. And letting go of any tension, of any, just holding on, any active muscles in this pose, in Shavasana, any tension we might have built up throughout the practice, any muscle activity. Just resting, gently lying here. Feeling the breath move through our body. How we get energy on the inhale, strength on the inhale, life with every inhale, and how we relax on every exhale. Sink a little bit deeper into our relaxation. Sink deeper into that peaceful moment after our movement. Removing all tension from our face especially. Not clenching the jaw, teeth slightly separated. Tongue just lying in the mouth, not glued to the roof of the mouth. Smooth forehead, smooth area between your eyebrows. No tension in the face. No tension around the eyes. Your eyes just lying there. eyeballs and the back and your eye sockets not doing anything. Also releasing the shoulders. The shoulders tend to hold a lot of tension. Your back, you have to support your body weight either. Your hips, your abdomen. Not sucking in off the belly as we sometimes do. Your abdomen moves freely with every breath. Your legs are soft, even if the knees are bent. Feet are relaxed. Your whole body is relaxed.